What is up, dudes? Welcome back. We have a little bit of a paranormal virtual reality thing going on tonight, and Ethan's a part of it. Have you ever had that weird dream of walking through an empty office building? I know I have, especially in my underwear. It's a horrible time. Yellow walls, humming lights, no windows, just endless hallways. That's not just your imagination. You may have slipped into the Backrooms. Let's get into it. To the Paranormal Dudes podcast, episode 46, México. Aquí estamos con episodio 46. A continuar. All right, dudes.
Sergio, did you just glitch? Or what's going on with that?
Stop.
What did he do?
I don't know. He's just making faces.
He always makes faces.
Sergio glitched. I mean, I know it was intentional, but it was like
because he goes like it was funny because when Sergio hit, he went,
"Oh, it's because I stopped." Yeah,
and it stopped right there as he was talking.
I was rebooting. That's what it was. I was rebooting.
Packet lost.
Mid-sentence.
Maybe ya salta del back room.
Welcome back, everybody, to the show. We're glad to be back. It's been a crazy. I have some crazy stories, but before we jump into this. I don't want to say, I don't know if it's viral. It's kind of viral because supposedly in the future there's going to be a movie coming out, and you've already seen the title of the show. It's The Backrooms. Before we jump into that, we always love to get into our personal experiences from the last time we jumped on the pod, and I have something, and Ethan actually wanted to something kind of correlated to the Backrooms. I'll let you go first, Ethan.
Well, I have a paranormal thing and that too, so I'd have to like a twofer.
All right, do your backrooms correlation thing.
Kind of backrooms, but like, have you ever been in a dream where you're at a mall or you're like somewhere really public, there's a lot of people, and in your mind, you know you're dressed for some reason, but then you look down and you're just completely like, naked, or you like you have just underwear on, and then like in your dream, like, oh, I'm gonna go get dressed, and you get dressed and you're still naked for some reason.
Yes. So I have something similar. Like it's a reoccurring dream for me. I don't know what exactly it means. Maybe Witch Jessie can answer it. I'm sure she can. I'm sure she's already thinking a bunch of crap in her mind. So
wow.
For me, a recurring dream that I have is I'm back in high school and senior year, and I show up to school. I'm saying hi to my friends. I'm in my boxers. Okay. I need to cut out that F, but I'm in my boxers and I'm like, I need to find clothes, but it's always like a mission. I have to get to my house to go get clothes. And somehow, some way I always stop and I have to finish my homework or my classwork. And I start to go to my house, but what ends up happening is there's like a monster invasion or ghost or demons attacking, and then we have to fight them off. So long story short, I never get to be dressed because something interrupts it.
What is the difference between your dream and when we would be in high school? You would walk around in your boxers.
The other one is involved with jungle juice, and the other is I'm just asleep.
Oh God.
I just got a lot of bad memories. Jungle juice and Four Loko.
So I mean, I don't condone this kind of behavior. If you're a younger listener, I don't do this. This was really dumb of me, but jungle juice was involved. 3 of my friends were involved in our economics class, and I will stop it there because it's not. I don't condone that or suggest anybody to do it. But anyway, Ethan, you said you have
I have paranormal stuff.
you have a paranormal story.
Paranormal, not one paranormal thing.
Oh, okay.
So, one for
Paranormal.
the
You want paranormal?
moles. The
Moles.
first
Okay.
one was here in this room. The day after the lights went out and the whole closet situation, nothing
Right.
happened. The next day,
Speaking
throughout the whole
of, that
day,
closet is
The closet just
it's
opened.
open again.
it just opened.
Mhm.
Don't tell me
Oh.
that. I swear, if you edit this video, please tell me if it's open or
Don't
not.
put a marker right
I will. I'll let you know in post.
So nothing happened the next day throughout the whole day until like the nighttime. I'll say like around midnight when I was getting ready for bed.
Mhm.
I do my usual, my pee and all that stuff, using the restroom. And when I was in the restroom, I start hearing walking. Like, oh my God.
You heard
Towards your
walking.
closet?
Like footsteps in my room. Like someone walking. And then I thought, shit, sorry, my language. I thought, damn
Edit
it.
that out.
I thought, damn it. I was like, why is this happening? Well, I'm not in the room right now, so I don't want to go back. And the worst part is the room has Alexa, so the lights were off, and I had to tell her to turn it back on. I didn't have my phone with me, so I couldn't have the phone do it. So I had to walk into the room being dark. So I walked in, nothing happened. I didn't hear anything until I was starting to fall asleep, and I heard a knock on a wall in my room somewhere, and
Oh,
that's
that's fun.
Many times.
twice. No, 2 knocks. That's it.
Was that? Is that significant? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Back up. I remember, Ethan, you mentioned one time you had Jason and Michael were at your house and you were playing a game like that of one knock is yes, two is no.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a connection there
I didn't ask a
because
question.
you open that door.
And you asked Alexa to turn on the light. It was telling you no.
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 I refuse.
And then my other paranormal thing was when we went to the valley, Imperial Valley, and I was in my
Mhm.
grandparents' house. And it was the first night I was there, and I was in this couch, and for some reason in my head I thought it was smart to like face my back away, like kind of like at towards like emptiness instead of like having against the damn couch. Oh,
You were
and
looking
I was looking
at the
at the
wall.
couch. No, I was looking at the couch, so my back was facing
AKA the wall.
everything.
The wall. The
Yeah,
wall.
so I was
Yeah.
asleep, and then like I just felt something like this on my back, just like I turned around. I was like, nope. I was like, I'm gonna go back to sleep. But
You weren't scared though.
I was scared.
He got aroused.
No, I didn't get aroused. I got scared.
So
I was
did you
gonna
turn
say,
around
yeah.
the
He's
other
like,
way?
wait, let me turn around.
Yeah, I was finally facing. My back was facing the wall now. I would.
He's like, let me turn over. This is
Let me let me turn over and pull my pants down.
this has got to be a succubus for
But
sure.
the weird thing though is right there, since it's like facing the same area that Michael's room is facing, constantly at night, because they have a light and you guys can see what Michael's on, it shines towards the house, and I constantly see things like I was constantly seeing
Passing in
things
front of it.
moving against the
Yeah.
light,
I
and I
saw
would
that
have to
too.
just close my eyes and not pay attention. So I was just kind of like, I'm gonna just go back to
Well,
sleep.
I mean, I have to because I was there too. We were there for family reasons, and we both slept in the actual same the den where the rest of the restroom where the couch is, and I would constantly hear shuffling. Luckily, I took my Nintendo Switch so I could not really pay attention to it.
Miedoso.
Shut up. And yeah, that would happen. I would hear shuffling. I would also hear things moving around. And the light turned off the first night I was there. So, needs to say, and this is the same house that Michael lives in currently. That house is a hotbed of paranormal stuff.
It is.
Something's going on. Ethan fumbled the ball. He was supposed to take some of his ghost hunting
Okay,
equipment.
you
And
can't
he
get
didn't
mad at
do
me
that.
for that, because when I left, it was like I had
In a
1
hurry.
hour to get
Yeah,
ready.
he had to hurry. He was in her. So that so it kind of ties in with Ethan. I had a little bit of an experience, but I have one of my own here at my house. I can confirm now, Jesse, that little boy is still here. It actually just happened maybe 2 hours ago. I was watching television, and right in front of me, there's like a room where we have a pool table, and I see a head pop out and pop back in real quick, and I go, I just saw that, and I was like, you got to go. You can't stay here. I don't know if this little boy is thinking that I'm his big older brother or parent or whatever it is, but he's still here.
No.
Oh,
So what is it?
Yeah, he is. Being playful.
Okay. Well, can someone tell him to stop messing with my TV? Because
You
it
tell
keeps.
him to stop messing with your TV and light a white candle and tell him to.
Okay.
He's not welcome.
Okay, I will do that because I'll be watching something and it'll go to the home screen, like all the time. And
Well, put it on something he likes.
wait a minute.
Bluey.
Well, how old is he? What is he like? Like, am I gonna play like Splendor in the Grass
Wait,
from
Sergio.
what?
I sure it's not. I mean, I'm just making this a suggestion, but this isn't something that was from the old condo because that would happen
No.
to you. That would
No.
happen in your old living room when your TV in the living room would it would go to the home or turn on by itself and turn off. I remember when I used to spend the night.
Maybe it latched on and stayed with us when we moved. I mean, I don't know.
No, this little boy is from this house.
They're in this house.
Okay, it's brand new. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
But he
I
doesn't
mean, I don't know
mean
if
any
there's
harm.
so I don't know if there's a correlation, like any connection, but outside in the slab next to the front door, there's handprints of the people that lived here at some point. So I don't know if maybe
Remember
that's
you
one of
said
the
that.
little boys.
I would find out because
I don't want
that happened to a friend of mine.
really.
So,
Okay,
yes.
maybe I should. That way, I can address this dude and be like, "Look, you gotta go." I don't know what the name was outside, but thank you for clearing that up, Jess. What about you, Osk? Jess, did you guys have anything going on?
Nothing on my end. I was told a story, but obviously that's gonna be in the form of a video.
Okay, we'll keep that for. I'm sure it's someone told you the story as a submission because I have a few of those too. I have to like take some time and write them down so we have it as a submission. I have a few of
I
them.
do have a question.
Jess,
You said
yeah.
a white candle, like eucalyptus, lemon balm. Any scents?
Make a candle.
Vanilla,
Bergamot.
rosemary.
Vanilla cashmere. Mahogany
Okay,
tea.
I mean, so specific only. Okay, that's a good catch up. Thank you everybody for letting us know what has happened. I'm not even gonna ask Jessie because she's experienced this shit every day.
I
So
actually
it's-
daily
did.
life.
It was very interesting. I had to do like, okay. I don't know if you guys have heard. I don't even know what to call it in English. I don't know if you guys ever heard about duendes.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Gnomes.
Gnomes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that come and get your things,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
So
I have many stories of that.
we lost, or my husband lost his wallet, like literally the day before he started commuting to San Diego for work. And I even like went to the restaurant where we were last at. I was like so close to freaking doing something so I could find this wallet. We had to like reorder his social security card, freeze cards, everything. So I was talking to one of my friends, and I told her there's a freaking duende here. It took his wallet, and so I did like a little limpia type of thing, and I said, if you have anything, you better bring it back. Well, my sister's here helping me with the kids, and yesterday she was like, "Oh, does your husband need this wallet?" And I was like, "What wallet?" And I looked, and it was his wallet. And I said, "Where did you find the wallet?" And it was on top of a lamp.
Okay, that's obvious. That okay, definitely. Like that's not even a retrace your steps situation where he left it there. That
No.
something grabbed it and put it there. That without a doubt.
And like the cleaning, I told the cleaning lady, like, look for the, well, I told everybody, we looked for it. I was going crazy. And then she had brought me that lamp from her house, and she bought that lamp. She's had it for years, but she's had it like at she says she bought it somewhere, and it's like an old wooden lamp. And I told her, like, why'd you bring that shit in my house? Ever since you brought that shit in my house, there's been things disappearing in my house.
Damn.
Okay. I honestly, without giving me any backstory and just giving me the overall story itself, and without you even mentioning duendes, I would have said duendes right away.
Yeah.
Because that's happened to me multiple times. It's actually happened to me at some houses in LA that I've gone to. T-shirts, socks, even my shoes at sometimes. And I'll be out and I'll sit there and I didn't put it there. Did someone else? And I'll ask everybody, they didn't do it. So yeah, duendes are very relevant when it comes to the paranormal brain of Sergio Morlet. And I think Ethan too. Some stuff has happened to Ethan with duendes. I don't know about you, Os.
Yeah, I remember. I think the first couple episodes we talked about it. But yeah, there's sometimes like where I drop stuff. I don't know if this happens to you guys, and you can just can't find it. You're like, dude, where is it? And then you find it eventually, and then you're like, how did it end up there? And you try to like reenact it. There's no way.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, like retracing your steps, and it just doesn't make any sense. For sure. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for sharing.
Can I say one last thing?
Part of. No,
you
can't. I'm just kidding. Go.
Okay. I was gonna say a little joke. The only Jesse's paranormal is when nothing happens. That's her paranormal.
Yeah,
that's the title on her side.
It's the normal. It's little. Yeah, it's normal for Jesse when nothing happens, and I think that's more
scarier.
Scarier when nothing happens.
When nothing happens, that means something's wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Hey, where's the freaking gabagoo?
Oh my god.
I have all kinds of sounds on our soundboard.
All right.
Okay. So without further ado, as always, I love our intimate stories, and it's going to be a video. You're going to see it in a separate video. Because I think it's like 20 minutes now. Without further ado, Ethan is going to get into the robust history of the Backrooms related to creepypasta. Take it away, Ethan. Go for it.
All right. So, what are the Backrooms? So, what people don't realize is the Backrooms not originate from a video game, nor is it from a movie. It's from a 4chan thread.
4chan?
4chan thread from creepypasta. Now, this is when creepypasta wasn't its own website yet. But they had a lot of things, and the most popular
thread, right?
one.
It was like a thread within 4chan?
Yeah.
Creepypasta?
So,
okay.
I already said that, Sergio.
Oh, I'm just confirming for myself.
Yes. So before it was a video game, it was just basically a theory or just a dream state thing people thought of.
Right.
And the phrase of it was, if you're not careful and you no clip out of reality in wrong areas, you'll end up at the Backrooms.
And for you gamers that don't know for you non-gamers that don't know what no clipping is, basically you phase through the wall and you're in like the no man's zone is what it is.
Yeah, there's no end at all. There's no winning.
What nerd shit did I just jump into?
Are we talking about paranormal shit or nerd shit?
It is. It is.
We'll get to it.
It's paranormal nerd shit. That's what it is.
So, first we're going to talk about level 0. So level 0 is yellow stained walls, buzzing fluorescent lights, damp carpets, endless empty office like mazes. And there's different versions of this too. And like there's like office spaces that are yellow and like, cubicle ones, and there's some that are just like wide open areas, and you make a left and it's to another area, make a right to another area. You go straight to another area. There's literally there's no end. You just always find yourself going to a certain direction, and you're just lost. That's basically what the Backrooms is. You're just
It's like a labyrinth, pretty much, right?
Yeah, and it's like when you get when you get there, you're basically dead. You're there's no way you're out. There's no way out. That's what the Backrooms is. That's just
for sure.
Unfortunately.
And so I think it people have ventured into this dream state before. I don't know if anybody here on the pod has. I have numerous times. Where
Time out, hold on. My TV turned on its own really quick. What the
and you're talking about scared. The Backrooms, dude.
No way, dude.
What the fuck? I'm sorry.
The closet's opening more. I told you. Why don't you go open the closet door?
That side or the other side?
The left side.
The left side.
Oh, this is gonna stay in the pod, by the way. This is crazy.
Do you have the air on?
The others,
like a fan or like AC?
Yeah, I have the fan on.
Okay.
Why is something moving?
Just open it.
The tag on the pillow behind.
Okay.
That scared the crap out of me, dude.
Yeah, same here.
I'm also wearing green.
Take a breather.
That's why I have a green color.
I'm ready.
I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be the TV after we talked about Sergio's TV doing the menu thing?
For real.
It's a little boy. He's coming
wanted to
through
show you he could do it too.
Broadband. He's like, let me get through this Cox internet, the fiber network or whatever. Turn it on.
So there's different levels to the Backrooms, and level 0 is the one that I think everyone tends to dream about or know about. It's the most common one. The other one is I think it's like a slip and slide one. Anyways, level 0.
Yeah.
So that one, it correlates to a lot of things, which is going to be another part I'm going to bring up later. It correlates to the first ever thing, which was abandoned malls. That's where it kind of started.
Oscar's already been a part of the Backrooms at that one mall.
And just like the emptiness and the eerie feeling of it. There are, like I said, there's different versions of it. There's some that are actual office spaces that have like, computers, desks, cubicles and stuff, but it's just endless. And there's some of just office like buildings that just has no furniture, but there's no end to it. But that's level 0. Now that's the one that everyone sees in their dream. And when you usually see it, there's usually, sometimes a new version of level 0 is, I don't know if everyone has ever heard of this, the monster called Siren Head. It's another creepypasta monster. They say that's where Siren Head lives, is level 0.
Cue quick video of Siren Head, Sergio in post.
But they say that's where he originates from. That's his residing area, and that's where he's level 0. Because apparently, like, it's weird. When they created, and I remember reading that when they created the Backrooms, each level had its own creepypasta monster. Why are you laughing?
Because is it extremely nerdy? Is that why you're laughing, Jesse?
No, because there's something poking its head out.
That's funny.
So just laughing. Yes,
what
I'm laughing.
Hell?
Why are you laughing about that?
Oh my god!
I was gonna
it's
assume.
just funny that it's like in your closet. It's just funny to me.
So was it? I have a question though. Did it do it automatically when I opened the closet door? Or did it take some time to start doing it now?
It took some time, but now it's happy because you opened the door.
It's happy.
Yeah.
It's happy now.
Yeah.
So is it the one that turned on the TV then? They wanted me to get up to
Jesse's laughing. Jesse's laughing because now the entity that's behind you in the closet, he's like this.
Is he making funny faces or what is he doing?
Oh, it's just I could just see like
He's like, watch
Like
this.
little eyes poking.
It's happy.
Eyes.
It's happy. It's happy now.
Hey, well, hey, thanks for watching. You know,
Thanks for watching the show live.
can you sub,
entity
please?
Question
from the
though.
unknown.
It's a little kid, right? Is it the same little kid that's with the family that's here?
I think the family's gone, right?
Yeah, this is something else.
This.
I don't even
is
think it's a
something
little
else.
kid. I think it's like somebody taking
Pretending
the
to be a
form
little
of
kid?
a little kid. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Is it okay? Is it mean?
No, it's
Just let him
not.
chill there, bro.
Okay.
It just
Just
enjoy
do
it.
what
was
it says, and
It got all happy that you opened the closet. All I had to do was turn on your TV, apparently, and you got your ass up and opened
That
it.
scared the crap out of me.
It's like, oh, you want to talk about underwear?
Oh God.
It's
Anyways,
like, all right, it's time to show them your underwear. Let's turn the TV on.
so I can't even think straight right now because I'm thinking of it being behind me.
You're fine. It's in the closet. Just relax.
Each level has its own monster, creepypasta monster. I can't even think straight right now. So I know Siren Head is level 0. I think the slip and slide one is I don't know if you guys seen it. It's like where if you hit it and it like runs at you like a jet speed. I forgot the name. It's like SPC's whatever. I forgot the damn name of it.
I've seen I've seen it.
So each one has a different level, and that's what the Backrooms is. That's it for level 0 though, because I know with level 0, I mean, there's just all it is just an empty office space. Sometimes
it's just to feel the emptiness
So like
and the unknown.
So like a lobby. So like a general place.
Yeah,
right?
like a general a general I would say I don't know how to put it to words.
So if you want, continue to the next level.
Yeah. So the levels and entities, which I kind of already started a little bit. So level 0 is a starter, which is liminal space. Like we said, it's just a very basic office space, nothing too crazy. Level 1, which is slightly darker, flickering lights and strange machinery
homes.
Then we have level 2, which is an industrial boiler room, like tunnels, and it's dangerous.
Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the entities that that are very, very, very common besides like Siren Head in the Backrooms is where you have the Hounds, which is humanoid beast. I've heard of this, and I've actually when I played the game Backrooms, you do meet these Hounds, and they're like, I would say like what do you call those? The natives, native
Skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers. So, but they're like wolf-like, and they're kind of like what this thing's doing right now in the closet. They like to peek around the corner.
Your thing in the closet is probably a smiler because it has glowing eyes and wide grins in the dark.
Hey, white what?
Why what?
It grins in the dark?
That's what it says. A smiler.
A smiler is glowing teeth in dark.
Glowing eyes and wide grin in the dark.
The smiler's creepy. It is creepy in the game. I remember the smilers. Ethan's like, but can you go back when you said that it's kind of like a smiler?
How do I get rid of it? That's the thing that's in my head right now.
You're fine. Just don't pay attention. Just continue.
No, what if I want to get rid of it? I don't want it to just smile at me when I'm asleep.
Just don't look at it.
It's like this.
I'm gonna end up sleeping in the guest bedroom. I swear. I'm not gonna sleep in here.
That's not gonna do anything.
Look, I have a solution. I don't know if you've already tried this out. The closet's open. Okay. Have you tried vigorously in front of this guy?
Oh my god!
To see if he doesn't like it. Maybe that'll make it go away.
So then we have this smilers.
Smilers. Glowing teeth in the dark.
Glowing teeth in the dark. And then we had this the skin stealers, which I never heard of this one. The skin stealers, which is creatures that wear human skin. That's kind of like some like a Leatherface.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
So-
weird.
So essentially, what you could say is it derived from 4chan, like you said earlier, and it became a creepypasta.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if the Backrooms evolved like a video game with boss levels,
Mm-hmm.
what would be the final boss? What do you guys think?
Yourself. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
That's
like
be
that.
crazy.
That's
I like that. I like that. You're the final boss. So you're the final boss in like a mental state or physical state. Like you
Both.
Oh, okay.
both because you're like in between and you can't.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think. That's crazy to think about. I mean, I don't even know how. Yeah, I would. I would know how to commit myself. I know my weaknesses. But myself would think that the opposite guy would know my weaknesses, so I would do something to counteract that.
But
This
what
is
would
wild
you
to
do?
think
Then is
about.
it
I don't know. Like
unwinnable?
honestly, I have a
But what
bum
if
left.
you're thinking, you know, your weaknesses and you think you're using your weaknesses, but
Right.
not.
Yeah, it's crazy to think. Yeah, you're the final boss. That's actually kind of creepy at the same
I'm
time.
not gonna lie. When I said it, I kind of got scared.
What does it scare you?
Well, imagine you go to like the last level and you just see yourself standing there, and you're just like, "Well, damn! Like, what do I do now?"
Ethan's like, let me open this closet. You'll get scared.
Yeah.
I will not get scared
Oh
of that.
heck no! What the heck?
You didn't do that, right, Ethan? You didn't do that like on your phone or
No.
How
What
can you
is?
talk? You can't
Alexa,
talk. You can't
turn
do
on
that.
Ethan's room.
Alex is like, no, mother.
Okay.
Alexa's like, I'm dipping, bro. You turn it off.
Dude,
So cute.
that's
Play
crazy.
with
Being
you.
cute.
Just
Jesse,
play with you.
Just play with you. Well,
And it's
she
only
just
when
these
we're on
long
the
nails.
pod.
Just play with you.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
It's
Okay.
okay. No pasa nada. Just
Okay.
don't look at it directly.
It's
Wait,
What?
time out. What happens if I do? I need
Just
to know
don't.
these things.
Why do you need to know? Just don't do it.
Yeah, just don't do
the
it.
Endermans,
Look
bro.
away.
Oh, just
Yes.
All right, go ahead and continue.
I love how this happens to Ethan. It's like
dude,
perfect.
I'm stressing out. Like like right here, I'm like twitching. Like the liminal space effect. Oh my god. The psychological theory behind I can't. My eyes are watery. Liminal space triggering unease. They feel nostalgic, disturbing, like a childhood memory or dreams. So that's the weird part. So that's the part of the backrooms thing that gets people creeped out. Is that's where the whole mall thing comes in, because you have like the old Sears building there with the sign with like just the clothing hooks and stuff like that, and just like old space, and it feels nostalgic but creepy at the same time, but it's endless.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude,
Definitely.
that's the exact feeling I got when I went to Puente Hills Mall. Like there were still
Really?
stores that have like everything in there, like just empty racks, and I can literally like just close my eyes for a quick second and imagine how it was when it was like just alive.
I get the same feeling too when I go to Imperial Valley Mall, but it's not. It's because businesses just are closing because nobody shops there enough, at least, to maintain their revenue so that they could rent out the spaces, I guess. But yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Like the nostalgic feel has, obviously on this podcast, right? We have a lot of like VHS themes and
Yeah, we do.
nostalgia themes to a lot of our graphics and stuff like that. But I think it plays in not only because I love the aesthetic of that, but it adds to the creepy factor of the paranormal, and
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love it, and it's creepy at the same time. Woo, go ahead, Ethan.
Okay. So these places lack time and identity, no purpose or people. Ties in with the uncanny valley or dreamlike logic. That's the weird
Okay.
part because every single time you see like an outside space with the back rooms, it's like literally like
The light,
always kind of like
your
daytime.
light just turned off again.
Do you have a dimmer or what is it in your room?
Hold on.
The light turned off behind you.
I couldn't tell because I had the thing on my screen.
Just say you're not welcome here right now. Come back
Say it right
later.
now. Let's see what happens. Say it right now.
You're not welcome right now. Please come back later.
Tell them to turn the light back on.
Can you turn the light on before you leave?
Alexa, turn on Ethan's room.
Okay.
He's like, again.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
take a breath.
Take
It's
a breath.
okay.
And move forward.
Move forward with your life. It's just a little ghost.
you literally said not to look at it, and it smiles
Well,
in the dark.
you're not looking at it. You're not looking at it.
Okay.
Look at the screen.
So, I guess what I want to bring up with the whole childhood memory, like dreams and stuff like that, with the back rooms is what to play for you guys. What to place from your childhood that now feels off or liminal, like you can think of that can make you feel uncomfortable.
I mean, there's a few places for me. Oh yeah. Going back to Calexico, which is my hometown, Jesse's as well. You get that eerie feeling in the town itself. On a financial scale, I mean, businesses don't last long there. They'll get a new business and it'll be the hype for a few months. And then within a year, it's gone because it couldn't maintain revenue or whatever. It's a small town. So I think the city of the town of Calexico, I want to call it a city. It's not a city. It feels that way in general. Places within Calexico feel that way as well. Towards the last days that our grandmother's house was still part of the family, that place definitely felt that way. For sure.
It did.
And our grandfather's house on the other side of our family feels like that right now. It
feels
very
eerie.
much so. Yeah, it feels off, and that's why when I'm there, there has to be constant noise while I'm in that house, whether it be playing music or playing a video game. I have to constantly keep going, even if I'm not, when I'm not asleep. For sure, those are the two places that stick with me up until this point.
And I'll tell you, if you guys ever visit my house in the back and go to the backyard, you're gonna feel it.
You want to know why, Ethan? Because Jessie has Nana's old statues in her backyard.
All of her the little statues in my back. And the gardener put them all like in a little corner, so if you can go to that corner,
and it looks like they're interacting with each other. It's crazy.
I'm sorry, but I'm getting like the most annoyed feeling from Oscar's screen.
Finally.
I'm feeling like visitor. Yeah, like visitor or memorial or something remembered.
Oh my gosh.
Like family.
I don't know. I'm just somebody that's I just visiting. It's like a visitor. Somebody's there that doesn't belong there. Not that doesn't belong there,
Oh,
but that doesn't usually go there.
Uh,
That's all I'm sensing.
could
Like,
be next door. My window's open.
no, it's not
Um,
next door.
It's in your house. It's in your condo.
It's like with Earth, either Earth's or it's like you, like it's you're in you, something you're thinking
in
about.
you?
okay, I am thinking about because Ethan talked about a place from my childhood. I am thinking about the feeling I get when I go back to my parents' house. The same thing that
Okay, well,
Sergio.
can you stop, please? It's hurting me.
All right.
Oh.
Please, I swear, I feel like pressure, like crying, like I want to cry, pressure, like here, and then like
Like
Okay.
shortness of breath kind of
overwhelming,
thing.
like
Yeah.
overwhelming sense of
Oh, okay. I guess we'll move on from
Well,
this.
yeah, let's move on
question.
from this question then.
This part.
Yeah.
So if any entity in all of our houses right now is going to react, it's going to be to this. Go ahead, Ethan.
Creepy real life parallels, okay? So get ready for
Parallels
this.
to the backrooms.
To backrooms to real life.
Yeah.
So of course, like I said, you have the abandoned malls, you have office buildings, you have hospitals, and
we already kind of like went over real ones to us.
yeah.
Oscar, I'll say for Oscar so that Jesse doesn't like feel anything. Oscar mentioned that
Before
it
she
was
kills him.
I'm
his
thinking
grandparents'
about football
house.
right now. Steelers win the Super Bowl. That's all I'm thinking about.
She's
Good draft, good QB.
a
Let's do
giraffe.
it. Hey, that's all I'm thinking about. Season starting.
okay.
So
And well, I guess we didn't really ask you, Ethan. What about you? What places feel that way for you?
As weird as it sounds, how McDonald's used to look, like with the whole playpen area.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
Hamburger.
why.
Yes.
Yes. That creeps me out. And if it were to be like empty with no one in there and you're by yourself and you can't get out, mm-mm.
Well, you know what? So okay, everybody remembers the old school McDonald's play area
dude,
and
they
all
had the
the weird
GameCube.
characters.
They had Nintendo 64.
That's like that's like after my time.
Oh.
Ours
Yeah,
was
they
just
didn't
a
have.
straight.
It was like a metal hamburger that you could
Yeah,
stuck
Mhm.
that
in
was so creepy. It was like a metal hamburger with bars like a
bars.
jail,
Yes,
and you would go in it, and you're just
yes.
there's no purpose of it. You're just in it.
No.
Oh, well, that was a character, right? The
Uh-huh.
Hamburglar or whatever the heck.
Yeah,
No,
hamburger.
that's the
Yeah.
hamburger. The hamburger is the dude
It had the
dressed in like
hamburger and then that big purple thing, the
Oh.
triangle purple
oh
thing,
What's his name?
and then
There was a
that,
meme about him for
There was a
a
shake,
minute
yeah.
too.
yes, there was
Oh,
character. I'll do it right now. McDonald's character.
I want to get it without searching it up, you know?
So
Me
there's
too.
Ronald McDonald. Officer Big Mac is the one where you would. Officer Big Mac is the head that you would go inside, and it was just bars, and it was like a jail. So now it kind of poor choice by McDonald's, but yeah, you're basically in a jail in a hamburger.
What is it?
He's an officer.
It starts with a G.
So there's also There's Hamburglar
Grimace.
yeah,
Grimace.
Grimace.
and Birdie the early bird.
When you
There's
said
actually
G,
a
I was like,
few of
oh,
them.
I already know what it is.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
I would get that feeling at there's like, I don't know if you guys ever had like a local like $2 movie theater, you know, kind
Yeah.
of place. I've gone back.
I know just the movie theater.
Yeah.
well, it's funny. It's funny you say that.
Calexico 10.
There used to be theaters out in Calexico and in El Centro that were
Yes.
very, very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
The Crest Theater was honestly, the Crest Theater could be an entire episode
Yes.
because a lot of paranormal activity has happened there and accounts have happened there in Imperial Valley,
And the Calexico
specifically in El
Hospital.
Centro and the Calexico Hospital as well.
Mhm.
The Crest Theater was like very much like your old school theater that you would think of. Like they have theater seatings that recede down. They have what are those? the balcony seats. They would have those as well on
Mm-hmm.
the sides.
Damn.
It was like an opera theater.
Wow.
It was an
Yeah.
opera theater, pretty much.
Yeah, just
Super
just that
creepy.
setup already sounds like.
It's very creepy. And they had
Yes.
like they put like clubs in there. They
Yeah.
put like sushi stuff in, and nothing ever works.
Nothing ever lasted.
It's like cursed.
Damn.
Yes, definitely. There's a whole lore behind the Crest Theater and the Fox Theater as well. It'll probably be an episode in the future.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I agree. McDonald's too. The old school McDonald's, for sure, those were hella creepy. But go ahead, Ethan.
Oh yeah, because we don't want to continue with. Well, we didn't ask Jessie. What's something from her childhood that makes her feel like
Yeah. Go ahead, Jess.
creepy? Is it from like the minimal feeling?
My old house.
Yeah.
My old house is very creepy.
The whole lot. Would you say the whole lot,
The
including
whole
your
lot.
grandma's house,
The whole
your house?
street. The whole street.
You know what? You're right. CM Perry is for anybody that doesn't know, CM Perry is a street in the town of Calexico. There's two sides of it where people consider it the city side, and then there's the countryside. Jesse lived on the countryside of CM Perry, and the whole street, all the way down up into the canal, and all the way to the stop sign that led into the main street of Calexico. It felt that way. Very ominous,
Yes.
very like almost Twilight Zone feeling a little
Yes,
bit, you know?
it was very eerie.
It felt like you were going into
my cousin had like a coffin up in his garage that nobody would like knew what it was. Do you remember that? I would show
I
everybody.
don't. Yeah, that'd be great if you could bring it on the show. I mean, not the coffin,
I
but
love
the actual the picture, I should say. Yeah, I agree. CM Perry is wild. But go ahead, Ethan.
Couple things that ending with the parallel. So, reports of people in altered states of describing, eerily similar environments, like
Oscar does.
kind of like, you know what though,
astral projections and all that stuff.
Yeah, and then like when you get like deja vu in a way, like that too.
Mm-hmm.
But the theory is it's parallel dimensions and simulated reality, which like collective dream space. So it's like
collective, like people are doing it together, like all dreaming about the same thing. I've always thought that too. That now that you bring it up, a collective dream space, like everybody at night in a centralized area are dreaming all of the same thing. And if that's possible, kind of like that one story that Oscar told us that he was dreaming with one of his friends, like that was down the street. That is crazy to think, man. Oh my gosh.
Have you guys ever had
10,000 likes and we'll have Oscar.
explore that bit?
10,000 likes and comments. We'll slip a roofie to Oscar.
We'll take him to the sleep center.
The sleep center.
Sleep center.
A deprivation tank, and he'll go to the upside down.
Oh God.
So that like dream space, like have you guys ever dreamt of somebody you've never ever seen before?
Yes, all the time.
Is that
all the
kind
time.
of like like collective dream space?
Or another part of it is, you ever dream with someone like it's them, and you wake up and you want to tell that person, "Hey, I had a dream with you. Did you have a dream with me?"
But you don't want them to think you're weird.
Yeah, you don't want them to think you're crazy. Like that happens, and there's times when I'm dreaming and someone's there, then I'm gonna put it in movie terms because I feel like dreams are a mental movie where that person's there. The next scene, it's someone else, and the scene after that is someone completely different, but it still feels like that person, the first person in the first scene. It's really strange.
Yeah.
And the Sandman's got me up. The whole dreamscape is like an untapped thing, and I don't think we've really dug into that as a society. Put put some science behind that. Yeah, I mean, neurological things. I'm sure they have put science behind
Sergio,
that.
before you continue,
But
this should be a whole other topic for an episode. Just letting you know if you continue with it, like dream state stuff.
yeah. No, I was gonna end there.
So, question for everyone here: do you think the backrooms are real, or are they tapping into something ancient in our subconscious, like in our dream state?
The latter for me. I think it's something ancient. Something ancient in our subconscious that is already there. Obviously, when saying something's ancient, they probably weren't office rooms or pool, or they could have been pools. I'm not sure, but I think it's something ancient that is there, and now it's made its way into the digital world off of 4chan and pretty much throughout the internet now. And it's turned into a video game. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think it's like, I feel like your brain is so crazy and you can control it, and or those who know how can literally control it to go to those places, different realms. And it's just maybe because when you sleep or you're unconscious, or you're not really like thinking like, oh shit, like I'm gonna dream something weird. Your brain can just go there. Um, but I feel like you and I can be like this and we can really focus and take ourselves there.
I agree with that as well.
I was about to kind of not say something similar, but what if like the backrooms is like your brain's like waiting room for your dreams? Like that's where like it all starts. Like
I like that.
that's why it's empty.
I don't know why we keep
That's
like
crazy.
when I just keep thinking of backrooms. I don't know. I keep thinking of that Windows 98 screensaver maze thing.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Like it just keeps going
Yeah.
and going.
So what if like Bill Gates was like, he really like did some research, and that's how it made its way into computers? Is there's something ancient there? Who knows? That's wild to think of. All right, this is getting crazy. Go ahead.
I'm getting warm. Just giving you a heads up right now. I'm not feeling.
Oh my gosh!
Tea or
Not like that. Like
hospital caliente.
I'm scared.
The smiler in the background's like this.
Okay.
Ever since he said leave, nothing has happened. So.
Yeah, nothing's happened. Go ahead, Ethan.
So, next thing we're going to talk about what the backrooms is the viral spread of it and the RG lore of the whole backrooms. Many channels obviously have piggybacked on the whole backrooms video game, the theory of it, but one specific is Kane Pixels. And it's a YouTube series that blew up the concept with the cinematic horror aspect of it. So the Backrooms Wiki expanded the mythos into a full-fledged universe. So as in like that, like I was saying, like the whole like Siren Head, you have different monsters and stuff like that. Like it started small and it just started expanding.
Right.
But what ARGs are is alternate reality games. So like kind of like fan-made levels and stories. So now you have games that like on like a gaming platform called Steam that has stories behind it now. Why there's a level 0 and what's the reason why there's a Siren Head in level 0. And it was kind of creepy that sort of says the whole ancient what stuff. A lot of people believe a lot of these creepypasta theories or monsters are ancient monsters, and they all live in the backrooms. Which is really weird you said that, because that's one of the things I did look up, Sergio, about the backrooms. But with each level, there's a story to it, and I know with level 0, with the whole new thing with Siren Head and it being like an office space. That's why in my head I feel like that's where our dreams. That's like a waiting room for our dreams, which is the back rooms. Oh, sorry, the level 0, which is everyone knows. Because everyone thinks of the back rooms, they think of the liminal space, the whole office space and stuff like that.
Of course.
They don't think of a freaking pool slip and slide or whatever. But the thing of the office space,
Right.
and I personally feel like the reason why they made that level 0 and why they it got so popular off of that is because, again, a lot of people tend to have dreams about it. And I think people have dreams about it because that's where, like, I feel like, again, it's where our dreams start. And that's why it's just
Yeah.
empty.
That's why I think it ties into the whole ancient thing I mentioned that agreed with earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Is subconsciously, I think there's something wired in our neurological fiber that kind of has like a Mandela effect. Like it was already
Yeah.
there, but now it's very much. I guess people are taking it out like I created this, but maybe it was already there, and
Yeah.
Like in a
it's
past life or like a
yeah,
past.
Yeah.
it could, yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, I remember one theory is like the backrooms is where the dimensions like connect. That's where they're like the middle ground is as well.
Right.
And that's why the whole SPC thing kind of came up with like all these different
The
monsters
foundation
and
of it.
stuff. Yeah. Like, when people don't know, SPC is another creepypasta thing. It's another video game / horror story thing that creepypasta created.
Mm-hmm.
But if I remember correctly, SPC was supposed to be like it's based off a story where a company creates these like godlike monsters out of humans, and they would put them in the back rooms, and that's where they would reside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just
And this
saying that.
company was able to tap into the back room area. Like, they were able to get into level 0, 1, 2, and so on.
That's that's wild to think of. I mean, it's crazy because at the surface level, people think it's just a video game. When I don't want to say casuals, I'll just say the general public would think it's just a video game. But there's so many sub levels of uh, of paranormal connections and what it really is behind everything, and based on your experiences and stuff like that. I have to wholeheartedly agree with that. And it's on the surface level, it may seem like a video game, but I don't think it is. I think there's maybe something a little more sinister. But I don't know. What to say.
So then I have a question for you guys now, since we kind of brought up SPCs and stuff like that, and it being kind of in pop culture now, and it being popular with video games and stuff like that. Do you feel like this is its generation's Slender Man and like Blair Witch?
I think so. On a personal level, I think so because when Blair Witch Project came out, Jesse, you remember, it kind of transcended just theater or the cinema. People honestly believe that it was real, that it was real found footage. Slender Man is more like you and us. That's your generation. For us, it's
Yeah.
Blair Witch. And it kind of transcended into that, and Blair Witch did definitely inspire different movies like the Paranormal Activity movies, all that found footage stuff, and it leaked into video games for sure. But I really do believe that it's this generation's Blair Witch Project for us. I don't know if you guys feel that way about Slenderman.
Oh, I feel what's crazy. I feel like this is a generation's Slenderman and Blair Witch and all that stuff, because, and not just that, but how detailed they're getting. Like, the lore behind it is intense, and I think that's because it has the video games, and you have like TikToks and Instagram videos about it, and like, I feel like, kind of a side question, you guys can answer this at the same time. Do you feel like if there was like an Instagram or Facebook around your time, that it would your like Blair Witch and all that would have more lore behind it if it had those at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, because more a collective of people would have their ideas or be inspired by it, and it would just expand. Definitely, I really do believe that. I agree.
Yeah, and then just
Jesse?
going back to like
Oscar?
what Jesse was saying about the brain, like
Mhm.
just so many people putting energy towards this one thing and like being so detailed, creating these like human like monsters. Like that's what I when I play games, I would always think like, does this thing actually have like a life in the game? Kind of like Spy Kids. If you guys watch Spy Kids,
Oh, I see,
like
man. Like
Yeah.
like you're almost like if you have to defeat it, you kind of feel bad because it could be
Real.
like it's real,
yeah,
and
like
you
I
I
feel
feel
don't
bad that
that.
know.
you're
I
you're
would kill it
killing
right
it.
away.
Yeah, and it kind of takes me to a side thing. I don't know if you guys ever had this, but I used to think objects had feelings. I don't know if this is like a whole other like topic eventually, but um, yeah, I don't know. Like I used to think that cars like didn't like being outside because they're like it's too hot. Like their feet would hurt. Like their tires.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
stuff like that. I don't know. Like it would just. And at this one time, my friend was like, "Yeah, I don't like being outside after midnight." And I was like, "Why?" Or very early. And he's like, "Because the trees are sleeping." Ever since he told me that, I'm like, "Oh, hell no, dude.
I believe that the
hell no.
Hell
trees.
no."
I believe the trees are alive. I do.
You
Yeah.
do?
I do
It's kind of like the
for sure.
mirrors, right? Like they've seen so much, right?
Hmm.
I don't know. It's a trip, but
Yeah, it's crazy to think, honestly.
Yeah, but sometimes I have to even watch like the weird YouTube videos that like my kids watch because, and then I see the monos being recreated, and I'm like, what in the hell is this? Like, who thought this up? Like,
mhm.
what in your mind had you detail like this big, ugly blue thing with a red mouth and teeth, and kids are like, oh, how pretty. And
Are
like,
you talking about Poppy Playtime,
I'm
Jesse?
talking about so many things.
Remember Momo?
Because that what Jesse mentioned right now reminded me of what's the first antagonist in the first one, the big blue dude, the tall, the skinny one, Ethan?
That's
With he
Poppy.
has red mouth. No, that's Poppy. It's his name. His name's not Poppy. Huggy Wuggy maybe.
Yeah, something like that. I know it's Huggy
Here's all the
something.
characters. Yeah, Huggy Wuggy. Like he's right
Yeah.
here.
Oh, that
Yeah,
first
What
one.
the hell
Huggy
is
Wuggy.
that?
It's okay. It's crazy that you bring this up, and it ties into all the like backroom stuff. And so my nephew, he's really young, and his from the same story. It's just chapter 4. His favorite character is Doey Doman. Doey Doman is made of Play-Doh, but he also consists of 3 little boys that they died, and they're an experiment put into this Play-Doh character, and this Play-Doh character has like 3 different personalities, and at the end of the game becomes murderous.
Hmm.
Um, yeah,
Damn.
I don't. It's crazy to think, and I agree with you, Jess. Like, who came up with this? Like, did they get this from a dream or an altered state? Kind of like the Backrooms. I feel like we could dive into the whole Poppy Playtime thing as well in the future.
Yeah.
Because yeah, the whole story and lore behind Poppy Playtime is very scary, and it's disturbing, very much
Hmm.
so.
Yes.
And that's crazy that your son got served, and that is in his algorithm, or what happened.
Valentina did. Because
Oh,
she
okay.
watches all those, I think it's like a game called something Friends or Playtime Friends or something weird like that. And they all look like that.
Oh, okay.
I'll get the name for it. It's just she's like afraid of it. So at one point we just took her off of it because it kept
Right.
coming up.
Okay. Yeah, because it's called Poppy Playtime is what the um it's called Playtime Co. is the name of the company in the game, and the main character or doll that you're friends with or you think is your friend is Poppy Playtime. So
And well,
Playtime friends, it makes sense.
the rooms are like that too. Like there's different
It very
weird
much feels like that as
Hmm.
well.
rooms.
I
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if Poppy Playtime, the video game at least, wasn't inspired by the Backrooms, because a lot of things are.
So the last thing we're gonna get to before we do our submission of the week is the paranormal theories behind the backrooms. One thing is, like, some people believe that it's an astral realm or a purgatory state, kind of like I said about like a waiting room,
like what we mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
like the
or
whole
like
astral projections.
Yeah, like specifically like a near-death experience, similarities and like endless hallways and disembodied voices. If you know, it'd be crazy if that's what purgatory is, the backrooms.
The
Like,
backrooms, imagine. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's pretty closely tied, like pretty similar.
Yeah.
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 But like we said earlier, they can tie to the whole limbo state or like shadow realms, or even like the simulation theory that we're all a part of a simulation, and when we pass away, we
That's
wake
very
up and
relevant.
we just go.
A lot of people bring that up. Yeah, and just take off the helmet or the VR headset, and we're back where the hell
That
we
would
were.
be creepy.
So then Ethan is VR and VR.
VR.
So if we're gonna stick with the whole the nerdiness of the show of this episode, essentially, if we're living in a simulation, would you call the backrooms a glitch?
I think so. It's like you jump out of the map, and it's like, 'cause I don't know if you guys played.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys played COD, right? Modern Warfare 2.
Like you're clipping.
You jump out of the map on what is it that hidden? I don't know if you remember that level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You jump out of the map, and it's just like the rest of the map,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like in that certain level. It's just that part of the map, but that whole map is also used in the multiplayer. So it's like, are they just been thrown on there at the same time?
Right.
Like, is somebody? Can you be playing that multiplayer chapter, and I'm playing online, and we're on the same map, and we don't even know it?
That's true. It's crazy to think,
Like,
dude.
It has to be
crazy. But honestly, Ethan, I do want to thank you. This is a wild topic. It's wild because this isn't something that we regularly speak on our pod.
It's not.
It's very much, but it ties in perfect because there are states of it where it could be, like you said, near-death experiences, or astral projections, astral realms, or purgatory states that could have been there before, and it kind of ushered into what the backrooms are today. And like we were mentioning earlier, it could have been something ancient and brought into the modern era. And I do want to thank you because that was a great topic. Everybody give it up for Ethan. Thank you so much.
Even though multiple times in the topic I was getting scared.
Yeah.
Crapless,
Ethan was getting terrorized by whatever's in his house.
Question before we do
during
the
this
submission
pod.
or the story
no,
submission.
it's not gone.
That was. She knew exactly what you were gonna ask.
That's scary.
What
shit, I was
about
gonna say?
what about me? I'm not thinking about it.
I feel a lot better.
Okay.
Thank you. But
She's like, yes, the Steelers are gonna win the Super Bowl. Perfect.
I'm like, oh my God, you're trying to freaking pull me in that damn memory with you or what? Jesus. I don't want to go.
It's just like my perspective from when you said that. I'm not even gonna get into it. Anyways.
No, that you can see it. It's fine.
No, yeah, go for it.
It's just like I was thinking about it, like that certain, like how it looks, how it felt, how everything, and she just said it, and I was like,
it dragged you down.
What the heck, dude? Like,
now, Jesse, now that you said that, so would you say, is it because something's at Oscar's parents' house? Is that what it is?
No, it's because whatever he has, because he has something.
Something's able attached to Oscar right now, is what you're saying.
Not something attached. He has an ability to take himself there. That's why he astral projects.
Oh,
so his if he focuses enough, because I'm able to switch my brain as well and read off of him, he can like drag me there even if I don't want to go. And that's how I was like, leave me alone. I don't want to go. Like, stop trying to show me that.
That's crazy. You know what we should do? I think this would be great. You guys want to go to Paris? Well, you know what we should do?
Paris.
What we should do for the channel is we should have a segment where it's just Oscar and Jesse, and they just for a solid 10 minutes go based off of feeling.
I
And
know.
And me and Sarah are just like
that'd
this right
be
now. We're
That's
just
gonna
like,
be so tiring.
crazy.
me and Sarah are
I'm
just like
That'd
so
this,
be
like,
tired.
crazy.
I'm even hungry. Are you hungry too, Oscar?
I'm
I'm hungry.
starving.
I just got hungry. Like I was like, I'm hurting and I'm hungry.
That's
Stop.
crazy.
Yeah.
are you gonna say the
I
third H?
give your feelings back to you.
Steelers Super Bowl. All right. Well, before we end, another feeling that I get, like when it comes to like that, like back rooms, this and that, is when I play Minecraft.
Mm.
Yeah,
It has
Like,
that endless feeling on
yeah, it
Minecraft.
does.
Yeah.
like the zombies. Like I don't want to kill them. The sheep. Like the sheep is looking at me. Like I don't know, dude.
You gotta
Like, are
eat.
they
Kill it.
alive?
You gotta eat.
Like,
You
yeah.
gotta
I just
eat.
watched Minecraft the movie too, so I kind of like, yeah. But anyways,
I can't believe Minecraft has made it onto our podcast on this channel, and
I know,
and it
right?
did.
Hey, we can use it as a tag. We can use it as a tag.
hey,
I guess so.
Jack Black.
Somewhere in our SEO. Well, if you're here because of the Minecraft that was entered in our SEO, I hope you like paranormal stuff because that's all we talk about. We don't talk about Minecraft.
Although there is a paranormal side to Minecraft that I've heard about too.
Mhm.
Oh no, we got to save that for another episode then. Okay, we've come to the part of the show we'd like to recognize our audience and our viewers, or what we like to call our paranormal dudes, because we're dudes, you're dudes, we're all dudes. Hey, and this portion of the show is one of my favorites. We actually have a returning person that submitted their story. Our buddy.
Our buddy.
Your buddy, buddy.
he's our friend Buddy out there in. He lives in Calexico, I think, or in El Centro. He lives in the Imperial Valley in California, and he submitted the story. And this time around, we're doing a little different. Instead of me droning on and reading it, we have a voice for it, audio, if you will. So let's go ahead and take a listen to Buddy's story. While I pull it up. So this story is called White Lady. I think we've brought this up in like the last few episodes. Why it's always a white lady, but I guess it's in this particular story, it's a white lady as well. So let's have a listen.
Here's another long story for you guys. This story includes 2 separate ghosts and stories for each. These were both seen in the same home on various occasions. I will not use the family's names in respect of the privacy and confidentiality they asked me to keep and not share outside their home. Early 2010s, I would frequent a friend's home where we would hang out with family and friends alike. Every evening would be family, and later in the evening would be just a group of friends keeping half the neighborhood awake. One night, my friends began talking of a dream that one sibling had of a lady only described as the typical flowing white dress and floating above ground. This sibling was afraid of the dream and decided to sleep in her brother's room, telling him she had a nightmare. Later that night, she awoke to her brother, sounding as if he was being choked, only to wake and see this white lady floating figure floating above her brother, who was at that moment choking in his sleep. She said she began to scream his name to wake him up, to which he woke up and said he felt as if he was being physically choked. They both then left the room and shared that they could not sleep anymore that night. They then asked me if I could help them find this ghost and rid it from their home. I of course answered find it maybe, but rid it I didn't know where to begin. I later came every night and would walk around the darkened home and tried my best to find this white lady. The home always felt as if it was never alone, always as if someone or something was there, always watching. Finally, one night after many attempts, I came across the hallway and noticed in the corner of my eye an elder lady. I stopped and turned to face this person and realized I did not know who this person was. I asked her who she was, and she would not speak, only staring at me as if looking into my soul. I was visibly shook as my friend stood next to me and asked who I was speaking to. I then began to describe an elder woman standing at the end of the hallway as if not wanting anyone to enter the bedrooms. Her description led both my friends to tears because they began to tell me I was describing their late grandmother, who of which had passed years before. I couldn't have possibly known her description since I had never seen this woman, and every detail I described was later discussed as the clothing she was buried in. Everything from her clothing to her red and white flower earrings. I later found out grandmother was not a fan of boys in the girls' rooms, which we hung out all the time in their bedrooms. I was able to see this woman several times through the years and always felt as if I was being watched to respect the rules she upheld through her life. We also later found out the woman was seen often by the same sibling, and when she would awake, she would hear her brother choking. The family later found out that the brother had asthma and would have asthmatic episodes in his sleep. Somehow grandmother was keeping an eye out on her grandson and was warning his sister to wake him up and render him aid. This was one of those spirits I was not afraid of but wanted to learn more from. Although I could never communicate, I wish I could have spent more time there to maybe begin communicating. I feel there was more to share with the family.
Oh my dude, that is crazy. Oh my gosh,
That's
dude.
awesome.
That was buddy. Oh my god, that was great. That was a great story. I don't even know where to begin. So, correct me if I'm wrong. So, the boy choking. Oh my! Like, did the grandmother come to get the sister to wake her up while he was choking because of the asthma?
That's what he's implying.
Right.
It's like kind of like a guardian angel in a way.
It's crazy how like you think it's something
wild
bad,
story. So
but it was something good.
Yeah, that's one of Buddy's stories. We're gonna save his other story for another. It was a twofer, so we're gonna go ahead and save the other story for another episode. What do you guys think of this particular story?
Oh hell no!
I saw that.
I was perfectly standing the whole episode.
Hi, you guys and your kids.
We just
I mean, it's fine if he's in here. He's not doing anything other than knocking down my comic, but I get it.
at least yours isn't smiling at you in the closet.
He just does this a lot. The kid in my house, he just goes like this a lot.
Peekaboo.
He's like glitching.
Yes.
He like lagged. I can't even see.
Oh really?
What happens if I close the closet?
Don't close the closet.
But what happens if I do? I'm
He'll
saying in
start
general.
he'll mess with
Bro,
you.
he
again.
literally turned on the TV for you to go open the closet.
That was
Yes.
scary.
He wants it open. I'm like, that's what my closets are all.
So basically, if I close the closet, he will mess with me.
I mean, last time you closed the closet, your electricity went out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
your
what
lights
happened.
already went out twice. Your TV went on. What more do you want?
I'll leave it open.
But before we move on to our closing thoughts, I just want to thank everybody that has submitted their stories so far to the show. We want to thank Buddy for his story. Tell us what you think of Buddy's story in the comments, and share your story. You can always send your stories, whether it be audio or text. Please submit them to paranormaldudestories@gmail.com. We love your guys' stories. And shout out to Kylie. She actually commented on our previous episode. She gave us an update on the back roads that she experienced. I would love to hear from her again. But overall, thanks, buddy. We love the submission. Keep them coming. Today was a crazy episode. A lot of things were happening to us in real time as we're filming the episode, specifically to Ethan and my comic. You probably saw that too. Ethan is actually, when we started filming, Ethan was in a different state. He looked a little energized. He was going to talk about his topic.
Yeah.
Right now, it looks like he just got done
He looks
Dude.
a little. He looks a little disheveled.
Like
Yeah, he
the
just
fact
looks.
that even if
he's done.
I don't sleep in this room, it wouldn't matter unless the
Jesse,
last
is
of
the entity
wildfire.
draining energy from
Yes,
Ethan?
definitely.
It is.
It's not draining it from him, but he's giving it so much attention, it's draining him.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I can
Okay,
feel
that I
it.
get.
I feel like exhausted.
Oof,
You'll feel
okay.
it more in the back of your head and your shoulders.
You know what's crazy? That's why I
Oh,
keep going
no.
like this, because I keep feeling like something's right here.
That's crazy, dude. It's wild. Well, anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 46. We loved this particular topic. If you have a topic in mind you would love for the Paranormal Dudes to go over, please leave a comment and we will make a decision if we will or we won't. But please leave a comment. That way we can. But can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Keep things spooky. And like I said, keep it paranormal, dudes. Catch you on the next one.
Oh my god.